Howdy, YouTube friends. It's kind of weird to just sit here and look into the camera and talk. And my camera, is over here. So, this will be a video of why I think the GOAT is way better than the Roxon Flex. I did a short little 2-minute video a while back that was GOAT versus the Flex. I had a commenter, he's totally nice, polite, was not rude or anything, total nice commenter. But he kind of seemed like he wanted me to take down or delete that 2-minute video because I don't actually have a Roxon Flex physically in my hand. So I don't think I needed it for that video, and I'm not gonna take the video down. So that was just a rough general comparison, just initial looks of the GOAT versus the Flex. So this one I'm gonna go, I still don't have the Flex. When I put that video out, the only people that had the Flex are the big YouTubers that Roxon sent the Flex to them for free. So I'm not big. Roxon did not send me a Flex for free to play with, to review. And I'm not gonna buy one. I can barely spend my money on things that I know that I like and want. I'm not gonna buy a Flex just so I can make videos about it. I didn't buy the GOAT to make videos. I wanted a multi-tool. A fully customizable multi-tool. So nobody had videos, so I started making GOAT videos because of that. So this will be a video on, I have a list here of a rough 10 things that I think the GOAT is better, makes the GOAT better than the Flex. So I will try to go over those now, and no more of my face trying to look at where my camera is. The GOAT was not produced by a big, well-established, major resource multi-tool company. It was made by a regular dude just like us that wanted a fully customizable tool. That's got to be close to impossible. I know it's close to impossible to invent and produce a brand new product. And if you're already an established multi-tool company, you just bang out whatever you want. They already have the manufacturing, the resources, the materials, everything. Michael O'Donnell, he made this from nothing, and I will always try to support the little guy over the big guy that generally does not care anything about listening to the little guy. The size and shape and weight, they're not too drastically different from each other. They're about exactly the same length. The GOAT might be a little bit thicker, maybe. I'm not sure about that. Like I said, I don't have a Flex. But the Flex is bigger this way because of its Swiss Army Victorinox banana shaped, which I do not like the banana shape at all. I'm sure it's comfy in the plier grip, but I do not like the appearance of the Flex's shape or the silvery rounded smoothness. So this is a big opinion. A lot of people think the goat looks big and blocky. It is square and blocky, but it is not big. I'm not gonna bother measuring or anything like that for this, but and it feels good in the hand. It is square. I like its square blockiness, but it is not really big. And the Flex is quite a bit more this way because of its Victorinox banana shape. Alright, so I kind of went into the appearances already with number 2. This is kind of number 3. So I think the goat looks badass. I love the way it looks. Brass, black frame, mostly satin tools now. I've been switching out the black for satin. So I just don't like the looks of the Flex. I don't like its banana shape. I don't like the rounded silvery smoothness either. I like this blocky little goat. And I like that you can make it look however you want. You can download the tools to have those made or CNC'd or make them yourself. The scales you can download and make these scales out of anything you want. Anything that's possible to make scales out of and make it your own. It's got 4 places to put the pocket clip. Like I said, the goat is the only fully customizable modular multi-tool. 4 spots for the clip. I use a Kydex sheath, horizontal carry on my back right side. So I just reach to my back side, it's out. So yeah, you can make custom scales for this thing. You can do anything you want to this to make it yours. Inside, outside. And that'll go into number 4, I think, which is the locking mechanisms. The Flex almost seems kind of cool, the deploy and locking thing. But again, I don't want that stuff on the outside of my tool. I don't want those 2 switches. The Flex appears that you can push up and it brings everything out, and then you use your other hand to grab what it is that you want. Possibly you can deploy and then one-handed get out what you want while pushing the others back. But it's pretty much mostly seems to not be a one-handed tool. One-handed's not really important to me, but everything on the goat is one-handable, which I will show you right now, I guess. I'm doing this looking through my camera, so if I fumble, I blame it on that. Now this does bring my can opener out, which is like a medium-sized tool, because this little flappy thing here catches on the tip of my can opener. I'll do this one again just to show you. I do have thumb studs now, but I have videos showing one-hand action without thumb studs. Oh, fumbleed with that one. Alright, well this is live action. Normally, I don't ever bring that up with it. This lever never causes me any problems. The only problem I ever had with the tools coming out was when I had the craft blade next to the magnet in the bit driver. And I was messing with the bit driver, and the magnet brought the craft blade out, stabbed my hand. I moved it, and I've never had a problem since. These tools never come out by themselves. The levers don't raise by themselves. Go through it one more time without demonstrating other stuff. So I think, these little slidey switches on the Flex, I just realizing that if you're a dirty guy, do dirty work, which I don't so much do anymore, but my Gerber diesel before this, I've dropped it in mud, dropped it straight in concrete while I'm trying to fix something that's halfway buried in concrete. The Flex's little mechanisms, I think you are screwed, seems like. If you get mud, dirt, concrete pushed in, caked in those little switches, I don't think the scales are meant to come apart on the Flex. So I don't know about that. I'll probably, since I'm talking about it, I'll probably do a mud test on this goat. And I don't think it'll do anything to it. I think even if mud gets caked in here, this skinny little lever will just push through any little bits of mud. There could be tiny pebble caked in the mud that would get in the way, but generally the skinny little lever is going to push right through any mud. There's no locking slidey mechanisms inside of a scale piece. Alright, number 5, I kind of already talked about. It's the one-hand deployable. 4 long tools, one-hand deployable. The goat, the Flex, I think only has 2 long tools. 1 on each side, maybe. I think people are now fitting 1 extra long tool, possibly. Kind of like what I did with my modified blade that I don't have in here anymore. It was about like my can opener right here, the medium tool. I chopped the blade down. So I actually have 5 long tools in my goat. Got scissor, serrated blade, which I've recently got. And I don't necessarily care about a blade in my multi-tool, except for my craft blade, but it does seem like a good idea for extra tough cutting stuff, maybe, to have a serrated blade. A bit driver. And I've got the craft blade, which I love. I use it like a utility blade. Take it out and use it by itself for little detailed crafty stuff. And then I also have 2 long tools on this side. Got the saw, and I have not done anything to help myself deploy the file. See if I can get the lighting right. So if I wouldn't have turned this into a scraper, pokey type of tool, pry tool, that might run into this right there. But otherwise, it perfectly fits lengthwise. So I haven't done anything to help myself deploy it, but I can hook it and then pull it out. Okay, I think that was number 5. Number 6. I do not have the goat version, and I do not have the flex, but I'm still pointing it out that you can get a S35 VN blade for your goat. If you're into the super or better steels, the goat does offer the S35 VN blade. Not serrated, just their straight blade, and it costs $24. And I think $24 for S35 VN is pretty good. I don't actually know or care too much about that, but I think you probably have to pay shipping also. But you could use my link and save 10% to get the S35 VN blade, $24. All right, number maybe 7. I'll say the scissors are better on the goat. The Roxon Flex scissors do seem to be pretty okay. I've seen them cutting paracord, which has always been a problem for me with little scissors. The paracord just pushes out. Scissors don't want to grab and cut them. The goat scissors cuts everything. I've cut paracord, humongous hard zip ties, vines, small wires, coated wires. They cut everything. I love the goat scissors. I'm saying the goats are better just because they're longer. Roxon Flex are a little more to here. Maybe the whole thing in general is a little bit shorter. And this one, you just close them. The Flex, they're like folded out this way. You have to fold them all the way out before you put it away. And the goat scissors, you have to open it, pop it into the lock placement, and the scissors pop open. And then I can't lift my lever because of my thumb stud, but you just lift enough to unlock, close your lock lever, close the scissors. No weird unfolding them the wrong way to get them to go in. All right, number maybe 8-ish, the bit driver. I did put a nail nick, tiniest nail nick right there. All right, the goat bit driver, I think is probably one of the best bit drivers there is, possibly. For me, myself, I kind of don't like that it is made for, I mean, it fits 1/4-inch bits, but then there's a slot down in here. It's actually made for Leatherman flat bits, which now Next Tool also is making flat bits. It's centered. It's almost completely centered when it's open. Holds 1/4-inch bits and flat bits. And the flat bits you just need to put in this way. Don't put them diagonal way. Put it this way, and it goes all the way down into the flat bit notch, which actually comes in contact with the magnet. I would prefer, I don't have any flat bits. I could maybe get the next tool flat bits. But otherwise, whenever I look, it seems like they're way too expensive when I already have a million normal bits. So yeah, I would really just rather this was 1/4 inch all the way down. But to, I guess, diversify and be good for all bits, it is good for flat bits. Works great. Alrighty, now the pliers. Now this is definitely arguable. You know, when I got these, they were not cutting wires good at all because of the big flatness that they have. There's nowhere for the wire to go as the blades cut through it. So I dremeled it out. You can see it there. I dremeled out a notch on both sides. It's not pretty, but it works. And now they cut everything. They cut everything very good. You know, and this is a terrible release to market type of thing. But then I realize how impossible it is to bring a new product to market, to meet all the deadlines, all the investors, all the manufacturers, and to bring this thing to market and it still being exactly perfectly what the designer wanted it to be. Impossible. So it was terrible, super terrible, but yet knowing all this, it's forgivable for me. And it's literally a few minutes to Dremel this. Unscrew, take your blades off, Dremel it. They're wonderful. So the only thing I can really kind of say that makes these better than the Flex is the blades. So you got 3-sided blades here, and I think these are just like a lathe blades or something that you could get anywhere. They're not the funny shaped specific Leatherman. Maybe other people have them now, but I've heard that you can get these blades anywhere pretty much. They're for a lathe. So, and they're also 3-sided. I'm still on the first side. I've never rotated these, and they're still doing great. So these are pretty well gonna last me a long time. So yeah, I don't have to necessarily find these or order these from Goat. I think you can get them anywhere. I don't 100% know that, but that's what I've heard. So to me, that makes them better than the Flex because I don't have to buy the specific funny shaped cutter blades, and they're 3-sided. Alright, I'm in a public park now for 4th of July fireworks. All my teenagers stayed at home. Just got our youngest. Check out the fireworks. So, last but not least is Goat's warranty. I think they have the best warranty of anybody. I think they don't even know what to call it. Goat doesn't even quite know what to call it. They might be calling it a 100-year warranty. It's pretty much a forever warranty. It's transferable. If you gift your multi-tool to somebody, you keel over, somebody inherits your multi-tool. I think no matter what, I'm pretty sure it's a forever warranty. You don't have to send your multi-tool off to the company and wait for weeks or months to get your tool back, hopefully, and whatever is broke is fixed, and hopefully nothing else is messed with that you don't want messed with. So yeah, you just I have not used their warranty. I don't have anything broken. But supposedly all you have to do is take a picture of what is broke, contact GOAT, send them a picture of what's broke, and they send you a new one. I think you do have to pay for shipping, but whatever is broke, they will send it to you. And it's forever. Nobody else does that. And GOAT encourages modding. Nobody encourages modding. You mod anything, your warranty is void. So Flex, I'm pretty sure, has a 25-year warranty. That's pretty good too. 25 years is a long time. But GOAT's is forever. And you don't have to send them your tool. Flex probably also, I would think, would do a photo of broken tool and replace that, I would imagine. But yeah, GOAT encourages modding. That's their whole thing. It's fully customizable. They want you to do stuff with it. If something breaks, they'll replace it. So GOAT has the best warranty. As far as I know, they've got the best warranty of anybody. So I think I covered everything. It's probably a long video when I put all these together. Got some loudness, crazy 4th of July. So I think that's it. Thank you for watching. By the time you see this, 4th will be over, but happy 4th of July.